Previously on My Kitchen Rules.
It's real. It's now.
Let the games begin.
G'day, guys.
New South Wales cheesemakers Annie and Jason
That looks unreal.
laid it on thick with their cheesy menu
What really ticked the box for me was
The sauce.
the sauce.
and scored a whopping 82.
82 for the country.
Then
We're going to knock their socks off.
Go Canberra.
Canberra couple Andrew and Amelia failed to fire.
This is very underwhelming.
My score tonight is a 1.
And a total score of 47 puts them well behind the front runners.
It's a very low score.
I'm devastated.
Tonight,
Look at this, mate. Barley days.
Queenslanders Paul and Blair take the group on a surfing safari.
You should really have your board shorts and thongs on.
While the guests are settling in,
There's a lot of eye contact across the room, and I can feel they're thinking in their minds, we're better than Helena and Vicky, and we're thinking the same.
I want to get these right. I don't want these being dry.
the surfer dads are hitting all the right spots.
Cooked to perfection.
The score I'm giving you is a 10.
This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. And everything's alright. We live the best life. This is the best night of my life. This is the best night of my life.
Tonight, teams head to the Gold Coast for the third instant restaurant. For Paul and Blair, the boys from Queensland, there's only one way to start a big day.
How you feeling, mate?
Big day. Pumped.
I'm pumped, mate. I can't wait. Let's get out there, eh? Clear the head, get in the water.
To start the day, we keep it like we always do. Go for a surf, clear the head.
That is a perfect preparation to any day, cooking or otherwise.
That's right.
My name's Paul,
I'm Blair.
and we're teachers from the Gold Coast.
If anyone gets me and makes me look silly, then that's detention. We're both PE teachers.
Away we go!
We first met when we started working with troubled kids.
Underarm. I think kids need some good role models in their lives, and that's the best thing I like about teaching.
We're both married, and we both have one son. Seriously, we're more than mates. We're more like family. Our wives and our sons get on so well.
I'm an only child, so I always look at Paul as my older brother.
So sort of. We have been surfing together for many years. We've done a few surf trips to Bali, and it has had an influence on our cooking.
This is my personal favourite, this.
It reminds me of Bali.
We just love the rich flavours and the healthy nature of the food.
Sweet soy.
I'd open it first, just personally.
If our food is going to go to our families, we want to know that we're providing healthy and nutritious food that's got heaps of flavour. But it's nice now and again to have a bit of a blowout, whether it's a couple of beers or a chocolate pudding at Blair's house.
What do you reckon, Maxie? It's all right? I know our cooking's great. We know it tastes good. Cheers.
We're going to win because we're bloody good cooks.
Let's go, mate.
My concern with this quail, mate, is I'm hoping there's actually some in there.
That's right. We're going to get 12.
Bloody New South Wales have come out with an outstanding opening to the innings. They have really opened up with a bolter, 82, and, you know, to be realistic, that's a huge score. I don't know if we can get it, but, geez, I want to smash New South Wales. It's not good letting them beat us.
No.
Let's go, mate. Get one of these. Boom. We're in.
We've got no idea whether or not Paul and Blair can
What do you
cook.
think? They look like they could be pretty good cooks. They look really fit, so maybe we're getting some healthy food. School teachers, they serve. They're really sporty guys, so you think in the kitchen, can they really cook? Yeah, I don't know, can they?
Look
Hang
at
on, obviously that right. I'm thinking I need to go over and see straight away, have they got 12 quail?
Just wondering if you've got some quail.
She won't
in
have
stock.
it. She won't have it.
We don't in the deli,
The mouth dropped and it was like,
Oh, yeah.
wait, and then she goes, but.
but we do in the meat department.
Oh,
There you go. I can take you around and show you.
You're my new favourite person. For entree, we're cooking salt and pepper quail with lemon pepper dipping sauce.
I'm giving you a hug. Just saved us. Just saved us.
Give me some love too. Thank you very much.
Cooking quail could be very difficult. The fact that it's a very small bird, it doesn't take long to cook, and if they cook it too long, it could be very dry.
Limes, bean sprouts, and we're going to get some baby spinach.
Nothing here. Rice. Jazzy, what's this for, mate?
This is fresh turmeric.
For the main? For main, we're cooking a spicy Indonesian chicken curry.
The thing about curries is you've got saltiness, you've got sweetness, you've got sourness, and then you've got spice. And it's really important to balance those flavours so that not one overpowers the other.
Well, I want to make sure I don't overspice it up too. So these are the fire kickers. Sure.
Ah,
here we go.
Here we go.
Stack of
Chocolate.
stuff. All right, you're the chocolatier, mate. You remember what you need? For dessert, we're cooking rum chocolate pots with a salted caramel toffee.
This dessert, to me, seems like it's well thought out. It's got texture, it should have amazing flavour in there. I just hope it's not too big. Little chocolate pots flavoured with rum with some salted caramel toffee. A few bites of that, perfect.
Right, you got everything in?
Yep.
I don't leave anything behind. Oh, hang
the
on.
ice.
Mate, you nearly forgot the eggs. 3.5 hours to go till the guests arrive. We need to hightail it home. And the first thing we need to start thinking about is our mate the quail. We need to debone him. Have you warmed up the fingers?
That's it. Time to debone.
You need some very soft, gentle hands for quail.
Then we're going to make sure we get every little one.
Can you imagine? I'm picturing, so Paul, for your meal tonight, I give you a 2. It's a dirty bone. It's bloody great. So that's, I'm worried. We've got a stack of things to do. Here we go, mate. There.
But we've got some time up our sleeves, so let's go set the table.
Set this restaurant up. What do you want to do first, mate? The name of our instant restaurant is Swell because we're talking about surfing, beach life and our travels. Yeah, it's good. In fact, dare I say it, it looks swell.
Look at this, mate. Some old Bali days.
Nice. Every piece in this restaurant, it's a little bit about us, right down to photos of us travelling, pieces of art that represent who we are, and some of our life experiences. We've got surfboards there that we've had, I've got 12 stitches associated with one surfboard that's been painted.
So, yeah, go in the middle.
It's a really personal experience, and we hope that our guests are going to engage with it.
Let's go to the
I'll just go and load this down.
Look at that. That's a great job.
I'm really happy with this. Are you going there?
Done.
All right, you happy with that? Because I want to get in and get started.
What do you think?
Ready to go.
Let's go and debone.
Let's go. Right, let's get these aprons on. MKR, here we go.
Let's kick it off with a beer, eh?
Oh, mate, great idea.
Here you go.
Cheers. Cheers, mate. Cheers to MKR.
Here's the last.
Our entree, salt and pepper quail, a beautiful looking bird. The entree with the quail, there's a level of difficulty there just in terms of preparation. Now, ladies, life has not been kind to you so far. Lost your head, lost your feathers. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Things are not going to get any better for you. We are about to remove all your bones. I'm thinking as I start cutting through the first backbone of these quail, oh dear.
Time consuming.
It's going to take us a long, long time. There's a lot of love goes into preparing this meal. Let me say that. Are you having fun doing this, mate?
No, I'm not, mate. It's tough work.
This is not much fun. We need to show some technical difficulty here. What better way to do that than get the fingers straight up some quail?
Paul, can you run your finger along here?
Oh, there's a little bit of cartilage there, mate. Good spot.
Our worst fear when someone's just going bang straight onto the quail that they get stuck in the side of the mouth.
Well, they're sharp, you know, they're tiny little bones, and that's going to do some real damage.
Are you up to date with your first aid?
First aid currency is good, but I'm not prepared to go into the Heimlich. I don't want to hear noises that I'm not happy with and run out and think first aid needed. We're getting close to having these little puppies done, mate. So what is that? It's 45 minutes down, and we've got another few to go.
Back's killing me.
Being organised, we're giving ourselves a good 45 minutes to do 12 quail. We're well under
I think
that.
we're spot on, yeah, with that. Would you be happy never to see a quail again after tonight?
If I cross a quail in the street, I'm not even going to look sideways at them, mate. That's how cranky I am with quail at the moment. What a stupid idea. All right, so how many we got?
That's it, mate.
Oh, yeah, baby. All right, pop those over there. All right, under 2 hours, mate.
Well, do you want me to start on the dipping sauce for the entree?
Can't hurt, mate.
Can't hurt. So for the dipping sauce, I need the lemon rind with the lemon juice, some white pepper, and some palm sugar. Got to get that balance right between not too sweet because they want that tang in their mouth, you know, the zing, don't we?
It's sweet, sour, and salty.
Yeah.
It's a traditional Asian balance.
Yeah.
How you going with that, mate?
Yeah, it's a bit too tart. Yeah. But it's all sitting there now.
No, it's sweet, mate.
We've got a difference of opinion on this one. I think it's too tangy. He thinks it's spot on, maybe a little bit sweet.
I'm happy with that.
I'm going to test it again in probably half an hour and see if there's any change to it, but I might put some more palm sugar in there. I'm going to put it aside. I can tinker with it later on when I've got the time to worry about it.
I'm pretty much done now. I'm going to make the spice paste up. I think for the main, this is us on a plate. You know, this is every trip we've done, eating some sort of spicy dish. It's got to be authentic. It's got to taste like a true Indonesian dish. So I think, you know, given that they're not here for another hour and 12, if I can get this going and get it simmering over on the stove, that puts us in pretty good stead.
Yeah.
The curry paste is about fresh ingredients. Fresh turmeric, galangal, ginger, lemongrass and some chillies. You can smell that, hey? Beautiful.
Nice, especially the galangal.
In the back of my mind, I'm really thinking I need to balance the level of heat with those chillies. I don't want it too hot, but at the same time, it's got to be authentic. If that was me, I'd certainly want it with a fair bit of punch.
Yeah. I've deboned my portion of the quails. I've now also done my lemon dipping sauce. I need to get all of the elements ready for my dessert.
Salt with
You
that.
know what I didn't see when we unpacked was the chocolate.
Do you want to have a look for that, mate? You put it all in there. I'm hoping that chocolate is in there.
I start looking around for the chocolate. I'm in the fridge first, pulling out bags.
So can you see it in there?
No.
Serious?
I can't find it anywhere, so
There's
I'm
no
thinking,
chocolate.
I've left it in the car. Back seat, there's no other bags there. Nah.
Hey. It was definitely in the bags because it came out.
It's the only thing. At this stage, I'm quite stressed out about it. We were in front of the clock, weren't we? I mean, we'd done so well up to this stage, if we just lost our whole advantage because I can't find... If I've got to get to the shop and back, you know, there's 20, 25 minutes we're going to lose of our prep time.
We're gonna have to go and get some more. No other thing for it.
I'm going to get back to the shop. I've got to get some more chocolate for this dessert to be right.
I'm hoping that chocolate is in there.
I can't find the chocolate anywhere. I've got to get back to the shop. I've got to get some more chocolate for this dessert to be right. I'm just going to go and do what I've got to do, and look, if it delays what happens with our choc pots, then it delays it, and there's not much. We just have to cop it on the chin, I suppose.
Of all the days to leave some ingredients at the bloody store. All right, taste that. This is less than ideal. We wanted to have those chocolate pots in and getting set.
We've got to set for at least 2 hours. Pressure situation here. Finally get to Coles, find a park straight out the front, rush in there as quick as I can. I've got people looking at me. Who's this bloke running? It's not a robbery. It's not a robbery.
All right, I'm gonna get changed because I think if Blair doesn't get back and our guests get here, well, that's gonna be even worse. All right, getting changed.
Find the chocolate sitting there. Here we go. We got it. I grabbed 5 dark, 2 45 percenters. I'm back to the checkout.
Hello. How you going? Good.
Pay for it, rush back to the car.
Rightio. Got to get back to the kitchen as quick as I can. Let's go.
Ah, come on, mate, where are you? 22 minutes. This is very far from ideal. I am the least capable in terms of cooking desserts. I don't know how long Blair's going to be. He could get every red light on his way home. Come on, Blair. Let's get back, mate. Hurry up. Come on.
Chocolate mission complete. I'm back.
Woohoo! Hey, nice effort, mate. Look at the time. 20 minutes to get changed. How quick can you get changed? There you go, mate. Hurry up. Get your ass in a gear.
All right, mate, we've lost 20 minutes. I've got to get straight onto this
I'm in a
dessert.
bowl to put in the egg whites.
I start prepping the desserts, but then I think, well, I need to get that chocolate. I just don't know if I've got the time to get them into the, pipe them. If I start melting the chocolate now and the guests arrive, I'm going to be right in the middle of melting that chocolate. That can't happen. But if I leave it, is it going to set in time?
I'd actually rather leave it.
Yeah, last thing I need to be is going back to Coles for
too
another
right.
visit.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right.
I've just got to break up the chocolate and have the dessert all ready to roll for the next chance I get. Feeling a bit under the pump. I really wanted to get these desserts in the fridge, but I think we've come to the decision it's just not going to happen.
Ah, yes. It's nice being this beautiful sunshine.
I know, it's gorgeous
Beautiful
weather.
one day, perfect the next.
Let's go.
4.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes, mate. We're greeting.
I'm very mindful at this stage. I don't want dead time. We've lost enough time. I need to make sure I can try and regain something. Well, what I'm thinking is we get the plates, just line them up. Last couple of minutes, I'm just going to put that salad on the plate, ready for our entree, so that when we get a chance to get that quail cooked, that's one thing that we don't have to worry about.
Oh, how exciting. We're in Queensland. Let's see what these boys have got to offer.
Sunny, beautiful Queensland.
Yeah, they're both into fitness and surfing, that sort of thing. So I'm really expecting something healthy. Healthy-ish, yeah, that's right. And quite modern as well, actually.
I'm in the mood for a bit of seafood, something fresh.
What, no cheese this time?
No cheese. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
1 minute. Is there anything I can do, mate?
Just get out of my way, mate.
All right, no worries.
Everything, that whole
No
chocolate
worries.
debacle. I don't know if I can talk to you.
I think they're going to make prawns, mangoes. We are both excited and petrified.
We really hope that the boys do well, but we need to be able to stay in this competition.
7, 6, 5.
What are the chances that when that gets to 1, that the doorbell's going to go? Hey! Let's go and take it, eh?
Kick off.
Nice, I like that.
Ready?
1, 2, go. Opening the door, it's like, boom! Here we go, hey.
Welcome to the Gold Coast.
Hello.
Nice. Good to see you. Welcome, ladies.
They walked out in their blue shirts and they look quite spunky. Yeah.
We're going to find some good red wine today.
Andrew and Amelia come through. There's so much energy coming from those two, and the shirt. There's a man. Let's face it, you're coming from Canberra, you've got to be happy to be on the Gold Coast. We didn't say fancy dress, did we?
No, it wasn't fancy dress, mate.
Oh, wow.
There's beautiful colour everywhere. I've been to over 42 countries and there's a lot of stuff about travel there as well, which got my eyes. So cool. Awesome.
This just feels like Bali, really relaxed. You should really have your board shorts and thongs on.
Oh, goodness.
They've really developed everything. The decorations look amazing. I'm worried. I'm starting to get a bit nervous.
The theme looks great, but the theme's like one part of tonight, and they've got 3 dishes to pull out.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our instant restaurant, Swell. Everything around the room has a little story to tell. It's travel, it's surfing. You'll find a selection of locally brewed beers, and of course, there's plenty of wine, so don't hold back, enjoy yourself. Oh, big head. Oh, come on, you can talk. Who's got the bigger head here?
The names of them were very different, and I think that Andrew picked the beer that was most suited to him, which was Big Head.
It's nice beer.
Yeah, this is delicious.
Cheers. Yeah, drink without cheese.
Cheers, people. We're 20 minutes behind with the
I know.
chocolate, so we really need to go get this stuff out on time.
We didn't get our dessert in the fridge, so separate jobs. I'm entree, you're going for dessert.
Bundaberg liqueur ready? My main job is I've got to get that cream nice and hot so I can melt that chocolate and get it piped as well. We've got to get that in the fridge and we've got to get it in now. We've just got the cream and the caster sugar that's heated up and it's melting this chocolate beautifully, mate.
How long have you guys been together? We've been married a year next month.
You guys?
38.
38.
But she's trying to move in on Manu at the moment.
Oh, right. Deb's definitely the naughty nan. I'll be going, well, hi, Manu. I love her energy. She's like a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
She's just...
Are you 21?
I'm offended. I'm only just 18.
I beg your pardon, Andrew.
Reminds me of my nan.
Oh my God! Why would you say that?
You are so in trouble tonight.
Right, so I'm going to cut these first.
Yep.
And then I'm going to roll them in the actual flour. I need to start coating these quails in the salt and pepper mixture. You happy with these, Blair, just in terms of how much I'm putting on? I haven't done this before.
Yeah.
And they should be nice and crispy too, shouldn't they?
Oh, yeah, that's the most important part of them. We've got to make sure they're nice and crispy on the outside, but we don't want them too tough. While Paul's doing the entree, we've got to get the chocolate in the piping bag and get it into our nice glasses.
There you go then, mate, all right? I'll pan it out for you.
Yeah, ready for my second batch.
OK. It's a hard feeling. We're about to be judged. You know, as an adult, you don't often get critiqued like this. And, hey, we normally dispense it as teachers.
Yeah.
Shoes on the other foot. All right, mate.
Hey, we're here.
Come on. Say, when that doorbell rings, it's like, oh, dear. These guys know what they're doing. And at this stage, I'd say we don't. All right,
That's a big moment. Ready? Hello, welcome to the Gold Coast.
Hey, Blair, how are you? Back to the Gold Coast, mate. Thanks, Paul.
Well, good evening.
Hi.
How are you all?
Manu?
Good evening, Pete Manu, and welcome to our instant restaurant Swell. All right, guys, if I could ask you to take out your menus, please.
Oh, wow. The boys can cook.
For entree, we have salt and pepper quail with a lemon pepper dipping sauce.
I need about 3 quail just to fill me up. It's like eating little pigeons.
For the main, we've got the spicy Indonesian chicken curry for you, so nice and spicy.
When I was in India, I fell in love with curries. I'm thinking that this is going to be an authentic curry. I like authentic food.
For our dessert, we've got chocolate rum pots with our salted caramel.
Oh, yum.
I'm a bit nervous right now when I see this menu. I'm looking here going, geez, OK, if they can pull this off and they can execute this menu, we might be in a bit of trouble here.
All right, we're going to get back into the kitchen and get the entree going for you. Keep enjoying yourself. See you soon.
Thanks, boys.
Good luck.
Bye.
This is real now. This is real. So we're actually in this.
All right, so I'm going to get these in
Yeah, mate, give me
straight
the
away.
You happy with the way they are?
Yeah.
Did you taste the mix?
I think definitely tell it's got that Bundy liqueur in it.
Oh, good. All right, so I want to get these quail going, mate. We're at the stage now where we're going to deep fry the quail.
There you go. One on each side.
I want to get these right. I don't want these guys coming out and being dry.
I'm looking forward to seeing how this quail is going to come out. I'm thinking it'll be deboned.
It's got to be deboned.
Because I want to dip into it.
Sauce, yeah. If they completely debone the quail, it's a big task. It's only going to take one person to find a bone in this dish, and it's going to seal their fate pretty quick.
I love quail. I would prefer it on the bone rather than deboned.
Quail is a massive risk. It dries out quickly, and once it's dried out, it's nasty.
I'm not into quail. I don't know, it's just so small and cute, and I don't know, it's just scary.
You should always keep an open mind. My palate has changed over the last few years. Quail is delicious. Love it.
Chloe and Kelly and Helena and Vicky, I think they're sussing one another out. They think they're equally as good as one another, although I think Kelly thinks she's better than the whole lot of us put together.
We are sitting directly across Chloe and Kelly. There's a lot of eye contact across the room, and I can feel they're thinking in their minds, we're better than Helena and Vicky. And we're thinking the same.
Right, I'm really mindful that we get a decent brown colour, so they're not looking, mate, like they're going to be nice and golden brown at all. They're really looking a bit lacklustre, buddy. They look really, really underdone. They look grey. There's not enough coating on there. I'm not happy with them.
Well, maybe just got to make sure it's got a heap load of flour on it, really basted in that flour.
I'm not feeling happy at this stage. That looks bloody awful.
Next,
Good luck, mate.
can Paul and Blair make their quails sing?
Quails are very easy to overcook. It could be a massive fail for us.
Where'd the idea of this dish come from?
I guess the quail was my idea.
And who's judging who at the table?
Enough sauce for you?
There's enough sauce for me, but I doubt that there was enough sauce for you.
Cheers, looking a bit lacklustre, buddy. I'm deep frying the quail for our entree. They look really, really underdone. They look grey. There's not enough coating on there. I'm not happy with them. They look bloody awful. No, these are not looking good. I think we need to make sure there's lashings of this stuff on it.
Yep.
This entree is not going well.
We need to get more coating on those quail for it to have a chance of browning up.
So we'll redo them. I've got the liberal coating of salt and pepper onto the quail. I just hope that they're going to come out right. Yeah, they're looking a lot more golden, mate. It looks like it's got a little bit more of a golden crust to it. I'm a little bit happier. I think the fact that I've put more of that breadcrumbing, the salt and pepper stuff on it, it's got a little bit more golden.
Yeah, it's given it that coat that it needed. We need that dipping sauce tested too.
Yeah, I'll take that and tick for you.
It's time for me to get back to that dipping sauce. My main concern is that it's still too tangy.
Very sweet.
Oh, very sweet?
That's
Did you
fine.
come from the bottom? It has changed a little bit. It's a little bit sweeter, but I'm still thinking it's just a little bit too tangy for me.
It's almost, I wouldn't say overly sweet, but...
Okay. I think it's extremely important to get that balance right. I've got some more rind there, but we're going to put... Well, actually, did you want to put some colour on that, the rind? No? Too much?
No.
Okay. I'm prepared to trust my partner with this one and just go with it. We'll pull them out?
Yeah, go for it. I can get them out.
Our plan for plating this entree is height. We really want to make sure that those quail legs are sitting up nice and high. We want to get them crossed over the salad.
All right, let's do one together so we've got it sus, mate.
Yep.
So that one's coming there like that. How do you want this other one to go?
Yeah, crisscross. Boom.
Yeah, I'm coming over you, mate. I'm coming through here. There it is. Look at that.
All right.
Good luck, mate.
Here we go.
Quail's a gamey meat. It's very easy to overcook. It could be a great success, but, you know, it could be a massive fail for us. And then there was calm, because entree is served.
You know, they're still surfers, they're still calm as Hindu cows, but the stress is showing on their faces.
Thank you.
Oh, it smells so good. I can't believe that these two blokes have brought out the most beautiful looking dish.
Thank you. Thank you. It's really nice.
I look over at Manu and he's picked up one of the quail legs straight in there, and I notice that that just strips off. I'm hoping that's a good thing.
Paul and Blair, where'd the idea of this dish come from?
I guess the quail was my idea. I'm going to take a hit on the chin because Blair wasn't happy, but I thought, well, we'll try something a little bit difficult.
I'm excited. I thought that was a perfect example of simple home cooking, but just done so well.
What I loved about the quail is, yes, it's the crunchiness on the outside, but that leg, being able to pull the meat off with just my teeth and then get the bone cleaned, it's a sign of being cooked to perfection.
The dipping sauce, it had a punch. It had the pepper in there, it had the lemon in there, lots of lemon. When you ate the sauce with the salad and the quail, I couldn't have asked for more.
The dressing, cut down on the sugar, and it's perfect.
I couldn't be any happier. I'm trying to hold my emotions in so I don't look too happy. I don't know what to think.
Hopefully the swell is building.
I was waiting for the other side of the criticism, but it just didn't come. It was just positive, positive, positive.
Mate, I had no idea. I've got to tell you, I'm so surprised and so relieved.
Oh, I'm completely overwhelmed. I mean, we're just two dads that usually cook for, you know, for each other's families and our own families.
I never expected that. That's...
Done well, mate.
It's hard not to be feeling like, let's get stuck into the main, let's try and repeat that.
Let's back it up.
Yeah, let's get into it. I'm not pumped. I'm so excited.
Bon appetit.
Oh, your flavour.
Yeah, it's nice. It's beautiful, it's tender, it's just falling off the bone.
I was pretty happy when I saw Manu pick it up. It means I can. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. If they can do this for the next dishes, we're not going to be in first spot for very long.
I really liked it. I thought it was cooked beautifully and I liked the crunch of the quail.
I loved the zesty sauce. Overall, I thought it was a great dish.
I think they've nailed it.
They've nailed it.
Totally. My heart's kind of sinking. I'm thinking we may still be at the bottom of the leaderboard.
I would have liked the salad to be dressed, probably with the sauce, so I didn't have to do it myself.
I really like the entree. I like the tartiness of the lemon and the saltiness of the quail.
Enough sauce for you?
There's enough sauce for me, but I doubt that there was enough sauce for you.
Deb is out of control tonight.
I much prefer Pete's eyes, but your accent.
She's a cracker. She definitely doesn't hold anything back.
She's almost a cougar, really, isn't she?
Yeah, Deb's a total cougar, so...
I don't think she's a nan, she's a cougar.
I can't wait to judge your food.
Want to have a look at this, mate? This is 8 cups.
Yeah, that's heaps. There's no coconut milk or cream in the actual body of this curry, but we figure we're okay. We're balancing that out by putting it in the rice.
Both of these?
Yeah, 2 of those in. Once the curry paste has reduced down to a reasonably thick consistency, it's time to add the chicken. We'll get all this chicken going, get it in the actual curry. We've gone with thigh fillet because breast can tend to go quite dry. What I would think is nice little chunks.
So about centimetre by centimetre?
You want to pick them up without cutting them. I've given you all the dirty jobs, mate, haven't I?
Stitched up again?
Yeah, well, you know.
You happy with these portion sizes, mate?
Yeah, it's good, mate.
Yeah.
We're going to simmer the chicken for about 10 to 15 minutes. Just start tipping, tip about 2/3 of it in to start with. We don't want to overcook it. I don't want it going out dry.
I'm wondering how they're going to cook it, like whether they're going to cook it on the bone or whether they'll have like a thigh fillet, especially with the meat like chicken, you can dry it out quite easily.
I like when it's spicy and your nose runs and your eyes water and you really get that. So you look super hot.
I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to hot stuff and spice. I don't like curry, I don't like spice. I'm a little bit country Australian in that regard. I'll give it a good crack, but if you hear something hit the roof, it might be my head.
I'm hoping, mate, that the curry is not super hot.
I am very worried about the chilli because you don't want steam coming out their ears. So I'd say the key element to this main is, you know, how hot are we going to get it?
It's got some pretty big flavours. As long as that chilli's not too much of a smack in the face. I'm very mindful that too much chilli, too much heat, they're not going to finish the dish.
Coming up, are the Queensland surfers headed for a wipeout?
I'm looking at the judges chewing their chicken. I'm really worried that perhaps there's something gone wrong.
And later, tensions simmer over taste.
Combining liqueurs and desserts aren't really my thing.
How can you not like liqueur? I find brings so much to a dessert.
I'm hoping, mate, that the curry is not super hot. The whole balance of the heat from the chilli's playing on my mind. As long as that chilli's not too much of a smack in the face. Come over and taste it, mate. Tell me what you think. Anyway. It's not too much of anything?
No, I wouldn't say it's overpowering with anything. The chilli hit for me, I think it's right on. Mate, I'm happy with that. I think it's got all the elements that, you know, you put in there. I can taste it all.
The curry's on track. It's time to make the sambal. So what do you reckon, mate? How spicy should I make this bad boy?
The sambal?
The sambal, because there's a stack of sugar in this. I'm going to put about 3/4 of a cup. The sambal is about balancing the flavour of the curry with some sweetness. We'll serve it on the side. It's got in it garlic, lemongrass, chillies. I whiz it till it's a nice, thick and coarse consistency. That then goes into the frying pan. I don't want it too sweet. I don't want it too spicy. Do you reckon Kelly's been to Bali in Indonesia?
I think so.
She's been everywhere, hasn't she?
44 countries, I think.
43, I think.
43.
Who's
counting? Hey?
I was travelling around Europe with like 8 other people. And we got to Prague and we went out for this massive night. It was like 3 a.m. in the morning.
Chili's
Been to
500 countries or something.
something like that.
Yeah.
We've lost count.
I absolutely love Croatia.
Every night it's, you know, another 10's been added to the list.
I slept in the Sahara Desert.
It's like everything turns back to Kelly's travel stories.
Yeah. I've just never been a really big curry person. So I went to India and then I loved Indian curries.
It's all about her. Yeah, it's all about Kelly.
Tried a few Thai and usually at cheap places, to be honest, and not really enjoyed them that much. So I'm hoping I'll enjoy this though.
That coconut rice smells magnificent. I'm thinking, is this what you're going to do? Rice here, then we can put a little bit of chilli on the side. The aim for Blair and I with this dish, we wanted to make it look like an authentic Asian dish. So we've got some banana leaves that we're going to put the curry on, a really nice little mound of coconut rice. I'm going to put the sambal on this side, is that right? And then we're going to put our ketchup mayonnaise.
This just adds a little bit of a respite from the chilli.
And a little bit of extra chilli.
If all these flavours align, then we can take this home and really give it to New South Wales, can't we?
Let's hope so.
Let's go, come on. Get on there.
I'm really hoping that the curry's got the right balance with the chilli. All right, let's hope we get as good a result, mate. I'm hoping. Jason and Annie put together basically simple food, but gee, they cooked it well.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. If we can get this main course right, we've got to go past them.
Thank you.
They know what they're doing.
The meal looks fantastic. The presentation they've done is just awesome with the banana leaf.
So I like them, please.
Thanks, mate.
looking at the judges chewing that chicken, I'm really worried that perhaps there's something gone wrong.
Paul and Blair, strong entree. Main course came out. The first thing my eyes went to was the chicken. You've cut it too small. And because of that, the chicken was overcooked and it was dry. And I believe if you had have cut those thighs into 2 or 3 pieces tops and cooked it exactly the same way, it would have just melted in our mouth.
I'm gutted. Yeah. The chicken's dry. Of all the things to get wrong, not good.
Love the presentation. I think you've obviously been to Bali a few times and love the rice, fluffy, with a light flavor of coconut, brilliant. The sambal, well balanced, brilliant. But the curry itself was a bit of a letdown, guys.
I'm trying to catch the boys' eyes just to give them a smile because they don't look like they're breathing. They're so serious.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
I'm deflated. That's how I'm feeling.
Me too, you know. It's a kick in the guts. Plenty of positives, but at the end of the day, it wasn't the result we were hoping for.
Oh, mate. Bit of a downer?
Yeah, a bit of a down. What do you do?
One thing.
The chicken's too small.
Too small. So I probably would have nailed it if we kept it bigger.
Yeah, look, can't change it, can we? So we need to make sure the dessert...
That's right, mate.
Dessert needs to be good.
That sounds really good, yeah.
I don't have any of that.
Have any what?
There's none of that on my plate.
Oh, really?
There's no sambal on my plate.
Yeah, have half of mine.
Taking the hotness out of the curry.
I dig into the chicken because it just looks so good and smells delicious. But one of the first things that I scream in my head is, this isn't spicy, really?
The flavours were all there. I think it could have been more spicy. I do like my chilli. I didn't get that wow factor.
Jason, was it too spicy for you?
No.
I found that it was a little bit too sweet for my palate, but I'm used to eating really sort of savoury curries, and quite hot ones. They had such a great start. You know, I expected this main to just like knock my socks off.
Are you thinking you're going to get those out, the chocolate pots?
Do you want me to get them out, put them at room temperature? Certainly make it a bit softer, because this isn't going to take very long, is it?
No.
All right.
We really bombed out on that second dish, so it's all riding on this dessert. I'm onto the salted caramel toffee. I put it under the grill at a medium temperature until it melts.
So have you done it like this before?
A little technique I picked up. I've really got to keep an eye on it because if I turn my back for 30 seconds and it goes too long, I'm going to burn it.
A watch pot never boils. He's going to stand there watching.
I'm not that confident with the desserts.
Do you think it's going to be too sweet?
The chocolate in it, we haven't used all 70%.
Yeah, well, it's definitely not going to be too bitter. I've got to say, the nerves are really starting to come back now.
Yep. You burn yourself?
Yeah. Once I'm happy with the colour, I salt it.
Have you salted that one?
Nope. And then I let it cool and set.
It's not an overly technical dish, is it?
No, but either is a cheesecake, is it?
Ooh, hello.
So this is a simple dish, but so was Annie and Jason's cheesecake. So if we can do the same, we're still in with a chance for a good score.
Do you think the rum, is it too subtle or is it going to be enough? Because we've called it rum chocolate pots.
Well,
I can taste it, and I love rum.
Well, that's the million-dollar question, mate, isn't it? Like,
it is.
Yeah, well, let's just hope we've got it right on the money.
It looks good on paper.
You look pretty excited.
Oh, mate, it's dessert time. How can you not be excited?
I like rum, like chocolate.
I'm expecting a nice dark chocolate.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of mixing alcohol and dessert together.
How can you not like liqueur? I find brings so much to a dessert.
Like Helena said as well, like combining liqueurs and desserts aren't really my thing.
It's the twin thing, the half a brain.
That's one brain.
Oh, one brain, yeah.
2 brains, 1 body. 1 body, 2 brains. Yes.
I reckon a good squirt like that, that's heaps, mate.
It's coming out beautifully, mate. It's just really good job with the whip.
Did I whip it?
Yeah.
I whipped it good. I'm really hoping they like this.
Yeah.
Putting this dessert out, you know, you eat with your eyes. All right, so I'm just going to go over the top of this, mate.
Yeah, just over the cream. Yep, done. Move.
That's enough?
Yep.
A little bit of tweaking with the presentation might be something that'll get us over the line.
I'll follow you with the flour. Presentation, that's probably not our strongest point. Nah, just beautiful little flour.
It is, isn't it?
We're 2 blokes and we probably don't usually worry about that type of thing.
No idea. In terms of a man who is in touch with his feminine side, I'm really glad that you get to place that.
Looks good. Right, last dish, mate. Let's go out strong, eh?
Walking out with this dessert, there's a massive sense of relief.
It's been a roller coaster, mate.
Absolutely, and we want to finish on a high note.
Next, will Paul and Blair's dessert be enough to take top spot?
Have you had one of those? Each?
Not a whole one, no.
Let's finish this off.
Walking out with this dessert, I'm feeling the pressure that we really need to nail this. But at the same time, I'm feeling pretty proud. We've just put up what I think is a really, really nice looking dessert.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's dense. It's like a stegosaurus back.
They say with good things come in three. I can't believe that they've put 3 dishes up that all look so bloody good.
The crunch of that toffee was what I wanted to hear. But also, the first spoonful into the chocolate, it just went straight through, like a hot knife through butter.
Paul and Blair, have you had one of those? Each?
Not a whole one, no.
Very rich, very full on.
It's too rich. Here we go again.
I like it, but then I'm halfway there and I just can't anymore. It's just really rich. And I think if you had whipped that cream and mixed it into your chocolate mixture, it would have been easier to eat.
I agree with Manu. Far too much, guys. I think you created quite a nice dessert. I do think the flavours worked. However, you could have had a thought about how you could have incorporated spice into this as well. I know you put rum in there, but I can't taste it. I think you did a very good job. Looking at each of your dishes, there's attention to detail. The way you guys bounce off each other, there's a lot of respect. And there's a lot of respect that's gone into the food tonight as well. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Heading back to the kitchen, I feel like I'm in no man's land. What sort of vibe are you picking up?
Overall?
Yeah.
Well, we've learned some valuable lessons, mate.
Yeah, I reckon so.
I've just picked up my shard of toffee, and the saltiness of it is just beautiful.
Yeah.
No, rich. Oh, yeah. Like the
First mouthful, yeah, I could handle that. Second mouthful, you're pushing me over the edge. Third mouthful, it's just too dense and too thick.
I was stoked with the big glass. The more, the better.
Yeah, Chloe hoed right into it. What about Jason? Jason looked like he was trying to inhale it.
Jason's enjoying this dessert as much as I am.
Me and Rick look at each other and we've both got empty glasses in front of us, so it can't have been too bad.
The 5 guest teams will now critique tonight's meal and score it out of 10.
Entree, the quail, what did you think?
The salt and pepper was good, a little bit short on the pepper, but I loved the lemon dipping sauce. That was fantastic.
The quail was just perfect. It was overall an excellent dish.
Yeah, I thought it was really good too. Main, we had the spicy Indonesian chicken curry.
Which wasn't that spicy?
No, not really spicy at all.
Though.
I loved lemongrass in it.
I went in for that chicken straight away and I was pretty disappointed. It was overcooked.
The dessert, the rum chocolate pots, it looked amazing.
Well, rum, where was the rum?
Yeah, I didn't really taste the rum. It was really sad.
So what are we going to score it?
I think a 6.
Really?
Yeah, or a 7. Would you think it was better than Annie and Jason's?
Yes.
Actually, I think it was better than Annie and Jason's too. We're going to rate it an 8.
Paul and Blair have definitely impressed us. 2 amazing dishes. That curry didn't quite hit the spot for me. So the score we're giving Paul and Blair is a 7 out of 10.
Entree was good. Main meal was so-so. The spicy Indonesian chicken curry looked fantastic on the plate. Didn't have any flavour. The score we're giving Paul and Blair tonight is a 6.
Thinking 6, 7.
Yeah.
Entree was a fantastic dish.
Yeah,
They
right
cooked
up
that
there.
perfectly.
Yeah, right up there. But the curry was disappointing. So, yeah, we'll go with 6. 6.
I really loved that lemon pepper sauce. I really thought it had punch.
But I don't think the food was as good as Jason and Annie's.
Yeah, but I thought the menu was heaps more technical.
We score Paul and Blair a 7.
Let's go, mate. Let's go and find out our fate.
All right.
Asian Full Beauty.
We've served up some pretty good food. I hope our score's going to get us pretty high up on the leaderboard.
In true Queensland style, Paul and Blair began their day with a surf and their instant restaurant with a beer.
Cheers, mate.
Here's to MKR.
Here's to us.
They impressed everyone with their Bali Beach theme and technical entree.
I couldn't have asked for more. Hopefully the swell is building.
But their main dish was tough to swallow.
The chicken was overcooked and it was dry.
And their chocolate pot dessert left opinions divided.
The presentation is amazing.
Told you? No, bitch. Oh, yeah.
Will their efforts be enough to beat New South Wales' score of 82? Now it's time for the judges to give their final verdict.
Paul and Blair, thank you for your hospitality tonight on the Gold Coast. Now it's time to give you your scores.
We got 34 for our guest team scores.
So we've set a pretty high score for them to beat.
The guest teams gave you a combined total score of 34 out of 50.
34. Blown away. Can't believe that we got the same as a New South Welshman.
Crap.
Uh-oh. We're still on the bottom of the leaderboard.
And now it's our turn. We'll be scoring each dish out of 10.
Paul and Blair, for entree, we've had salt and pepper quail with a lemon pepper dipping sauce. What a great start of a three-course menu. The crispiness of that quail was fantastic. It was cooked to perfection. That beautiful mixed leaves underneath was nice and fresh. Maybe the dipping sauce a tiny bit too sweet for my liking. The score I'm giving you for your entree tonight is a 9.
Oh my God, I don't know how much emotion I should show here, but I'm just going, I can't believe it.
I was just too overwhelmed even. I think I just had this deadpan look over my face. I don't even think I reacted.
Fellas, a remarkable dish to start off your evening. Clean, elegant, but full of flavour. I love the little dipping sauce. The score I'm giving you for your entree this evening is a 10.
Giddy up.
Well done, fellas.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just when you don't think it can get any better.
Pete gives us a 10. I've gone from stun roll to coma.
To hear Pete give him a 10?
First 10 of the competition. I'm happy with our spot on the ladder right now, and I would like to stay first. And my palms are starting to sweat.
I wanted the first 10, but we're just going to get 10 for everything, so it's all right.
Paul and Blair, for main course, spicy Indonesian chicken curry. I thought it was a beautiful presentation, again. The rice was fluffy, well-cooked, a beautiful hint of coconut, loved it. The sambal, also well-balanced.
The curry worked with the coconut rice, worked with the sambal, but the chicken, good flavour, but was it enjoyable to eat? No. The score I'm giving you for your main course is a 6.
The score I'm giving you for your main course tonight is a 7.
I'm actually pretty happy with the 7.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a little bit lower, so far so good. It could have been a whole lot worse.
If we keep on the 7s, we're a chance here of knocking off New South Wales.
For dessert, rum chocolate pots with salted caramel toffee. Quite feminine in some ways, but it's not a negative, it's a positive. Again, you've had all the ingredients in there to make a beautiful dish. But I felt they was a little bit too heavy at times. Halfway through, I was just like, oh, I just can't finish it anymore.
I like the chocolate, I like the cream, maybe a little bit over-whipped, the cream. The salted caramel, I thought the 3 ingredients worked really well. The rum was lost, so you could have put a little bit more in or spiced it up a little bit.
The score I'm giving you for your dessert tonight is a 6.
I'm really, really worrying, and I'm starting to do the sums in my head as to where they might end up. If we can come away from tonight still sitting at the top, that's an amazing result.
Guys, the score I'm giving you for your dessert tonight is a 7. That gives you a grand total score of 79.
Very happy with that. Bit of a surprise, very happy. Really, really happy with that. We didn't take New South Wales, but by geez, we got close. I'm really happy with that result.
A score of 79 puts Paul and Blair in second spot, leaving Angela and Amelia at the bottom. With 3 instant restaurants to go, teams now travel to Melbourne to see what Helena and Vicky can cook up.
Thanks for coming.
No matter what happens, we'll give it 110%. So, yeah, at the end of the day, good on the boys. They put everything they had into it, and we will do the same. Yeah.
79.
I'm so happy with that.
It's all happening from Sunday 6:30, and it's gonna be war.
We're going to be pretty brutal.
Look, I hope they don't do well, let's be totally honest.
Australia's biggest new rivalry
We want the twins to fall flat on their face.
will explode
And next thing, it's all over my dress. Oops.
when they cook for each other.
It's all mushy, it's wrong.
There will be no holding back.
I think it's the worst main course we've eaten in the competition. And I've got nothing nice to say about it.
Everyone's caught in the crossfire.
Get me out of here.
And which team will get?
The highest score in My Kitchen Rules history.
And who?
I think it's cheating.
You got eliminated from the competition.
Can't believe how close it is.
Go.
I didn't really like this dish. I loved it.
My Kitchen Rules, Sunday 6:30. And if you want to know more in this week's new